Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping by the garden today. We're going to do a little video on my Lucky Bamboo. This video is for NonnaGrace. It's a little video request she had for me on taking care of the bamboo. So we have quite a bit of bamboo here. We bought some from the store a while ago. We got these two probably I'd say 4 months ago now, and they're acclimating really well. We're going to go over just what potting medium they grow in, what size to keep them in, and just how to grow them overall. They only require bright and direct light. As you can see, they stay right on this table. These two in the containers, the big containers, they came like that in the little pots there, and they stay in my lanai on the sides of my table here, 1 and 2. They stay right there getting that bright and direct light. And then these other ones I grow indoors. This is a little propagation we took off of the side shoots. We propagated them and they rooted, and then these are 2 other stalks we bought from the store, and we're growing these in just water. So these are like little twirly bamboos, and they're just growing in some water. Now these roots were a little stalled out when we first got it, but we got the roots coming back and stuff. If your roots are a little bit yellow and a little bit white, that's fine. But if they're starting to get black, like I have some black roots up in here, I'm gonna have to cut that off. You see that black root? See those black roots kind of going through there? They were rotted out when I first got these, because they were in such a small little, you know, like what flowers come on, they come in that little sachet thing with the water in there, that little plastic piece at the bottom. That's what was at the bottom of these, and they were just not growing. So the roots started rotting out. There was no room for them to grow really. But you can either grow them in regular water or soil. So the soil you want to choose is like a fast draining succulent type soil. It has a lot of sand in it, a lot of perlite, and it really is quick draining. It dries out those pots really quick. Now these don't have drainage. I don't have drainage in any of my bamboo containers here. These came just like this with like maybe 7 of them. I lost a few when we first got it because that's why they had it on sale. This we got for $3 each, and they were originally like 11, 12 bucks. So we lucked out a lot, and we bought them with soil already in the container. So they put half soil in here and half rocks. We have rocks in here with half soil. There's a little plastic piece surrounding these bamboo sticks that's holding some soil in at the bottom, and they put rocks and water all around there. So all I've been doing is flushing out my containers. I water these all the way to the top. I just watered it. You can see it has a lot of water all the way to the top. We get a lot of evaporation here in Florida, so I got to make sure my containers are pretty full every other day. I got to check them because this water evaporates pretty good, and you don't want to let these dry out completely because then they'll start to shrivel, and that means that they're on their way to death. So definitely make sure they have enough water and they stay consistently moist. If you are planting in soil, try not to overwater, but keep that soil moist at all times. Now this is really mostly all water. There's really not much soil in here at all. As far as I can tell, there's just a tiny bit in that bottom around that plastic piece, and I don't want to take this apart. I'm so sorry you guys, I can't take this apart, but it would just hurt my feelings if something happened to this. And it's just, you know, that plastic piece just goes around these little bamboo stalks and then holds the soil in the center, and then they put the rocks all the way around it. And I noticed they grow really good like this, as well as just water. So you can definitely plant them in anything you want. They grow really good in just water, as you can see. They're really rooting nice. These are little propagation stalks we took off of the big plants because they were growing really big stems. We have 4 plants now that we propagated, and all you need to do for that is just go ahead and snip this off all the way at the bottom. Cut it to the stem, right up against the stem, and then pluck the bottom leaves. We did a little propagation video with this. Pluck the bottom leaves, and then I stick them in water. I'll post that video below for you so you know how to propagate these. Just a little update for you so you can see how much they've grown and how much roots they got on them. You can check that video out below if you haven't seen it already. They just require that bright and direct light, no direct sun, or they can start burning at the tips. And then for water, I flush the water out once a week. So once a week, I go ahead, hold this over the sink, and pour this little watering can right in there until it flushes out. And I let it flush out for a good few minutes, and then I fill it up again, and then I know I'm good to go for another week. You don't want that water getting stagnant in there, because then it gets really nasty and yucky, and it'll end up causing a lot of plant death for you because there's no oxygen in the water. After a while, the water oxygen will start to deplete because the plant's sucking it up. So you definitely want to replenish that water as much as you can. As far as the burning on the leaves, I prevent that. You can see we have a little yellowing and browning on the leaves, and that is from hard water. Any chlorine or chloramine that's in your house water, you definitely want to fill up a jug and just let it sit out with a cap off for a good 24 to 48 hours, and all those chemicals will start to release out of the top, and then you know you're good to go to water with that. The chemicals in the water can really hurt bamboo. As you can see, my leaves are starting to turn yellow from it. But that's it, you guys. That's how you take care of bamboo, Lucky Bamboo, and that's how easy it is. If you need any help, just let me know. I'm always here for you. I fertilize once a month with all-purpose nutrients 795 by NonnaGrace, and that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time out in the garden. Bye-bye.